second chance points that crashed the offensive glass and cutting into that deficit a big part. Was just starting to make some more three-point shots, but they moved the ball really well and played at good pace.
Doncic with 24 first-half points. Running the show per usual for the Lakers. James on the shove on Williams. Skip it. Extra. Extra. It is Reeves on the drive. Can't finish, but a foul's called on Williams.
And that's where there's there was just a lot of weapons, a lot of options, and then others that complement it.
Hey, Nets fans. Brooklyn's team tips off again on Sunday. March game at the very beginning of this West Coast trip. And so Sacramento getting the win. Brooklyn will look to get even back home. That is the first of 6 consecutive home games for the Nets following this 4-game West Coast trip. Clowny squares it up and knocks it down. It's a 3. Good to see Clowny back in the lineup with his first bucket. 3 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. Lakers shooting the ball 56% from the floor. They've taken 17 free throws as Reeves is off the mark. The Nets only 5 at the charity stripe. Clowny, hand it. Williams tries it. In and out.
Another real good look, though, created. Quick early offense.
Doncic right to his spot for 2.
The Lakers will do the same.
Lakers on the turnover. Doncic, rip through, drive, bump. Didn't get the bucket, but he'll get 2 free throws. So add.
Noah Clowny having a nice discussion. Obviously, a tough guard in Luka Doncic for so many reasons, but a big part of it is how he's able to.
Hey, when they're playing against the best offensive weapons, a lot of times they do get scored on from time to time, and you know what? They say, all right, cool. Next possession, next possession, next possession. Easier said than done, though. This guy is so demoralizing at times with some of his late clock buckets. Rory couldn't turn the corner. Screen from Claxton. 11 to shoot for Claxton. Drives on 8. Swooping delivery too strong. James to Doncic. They're riding the hot hand right now. Double being shaded. He threw it away. Traore in the right spot. Really threw it back. Now it's Williams on the attack. Spray. Clowny. 3. Short. And a whistle and a foul. It's going to be Doncic. It's going to be 3. Brooklyn shooting the ball 46% from the floor, 8 of 25 from 3, but only 5 free throw attempts compared to 19 for the Lakers. Clowny forcing the issue for 2.
Forcing the issue, but also doing so patiently, not getting spit up there. Does a good job with a strong jump stop and a clean finish there off the backboard.
Now it's Doncic's turn. Got the switch, but a foul away from the ball. It's going to be Ziare.
Nick Claxton's done a really nice job here overall.
Nice find inside. A foul's going to be called on Clowny. We'll see. So Ayton will get the free throws, add to the overall total. There he goes 2 for 2. His numbers a bit lower than what he's grown accustomed to. He's averaged a double-double every year of his career. 12.4 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game this year. Settling in and understanding what the requirement is out of him for this group. 7 to shoot now for Ziare Williams. Working on James. Skip it. Traore on the attack. Has to float it up. Oh, missed it short. James already up to 11 points, 2 boards, and 3 assists. Reeves has been quiet by his own standards with 6 points. Trying to get it to James. They left him. Can't make him pay. And a foul's going to be called 94 feet from the basket. Double screen. Traore uses Claxton. Now lobs it for him, who guides it home. Nice find by Traore.
And there was just enough hesitation there before he put it up to stump the defense. Traore, where he's been putting the ball and Claxton's running it through has been really special.
James lob and the response on the alley-oop to Ayton. Back to a 5-point ball game. Brooklyn hanging around with plays like this from Powell. Great Powell showing off the shooting stroke earlier. And now the aggressive take to the rim. James, double, bounce it, Doncic, extra, Laravia, back to James, skip it, and a foul's going to be called on Traore. Jordy Fernandez is frustrated.
The explosiveness. Jordy Fernandez in his pregame presser was talking about Drake Powell, what he's seen from him. He said, my playmaking.
Meanwhile, that was 4 fouls on Nolan Traore. Reeves does miss the second. Free throw discrepancy is real. 23-5 in favor of the Lakers. Clowny, couple of dances, spins, tried to go up and under, but Ayton stayed with him the entire way. 5 to shoot. Traore nearly lost it, and he did. Ripped by Reeves. Reeves, stop. And I'll wait for reinforcements. It'll come with James. 5 minutes into this third quarter. Lob it inside. The catch and takeaway. Traore just ripped it away. Lobbed it up, knocked away by James. And then taken right back by Williams. Bounce it. Williams back from Claxton, and a foul is called on Doncic. What a sequence for Brooklyn.
Quick hands, good game where he had 6 steals, and a big part of that is his length and how he's able to utilize it.
I'm here, as you mentioned, free throw disparity has been a big topic for the Brooklyn Nets. On Wednesday, Golden State shot 15 more free throws than the Nets, and after that game, he said he doesn't think it's a matter of his team being young because he keeps seeing it over and over again, and it can be frustrating because he thinks this team deserves to get to the free throw line, so it's something that they're going to have to figure out. And as you see right now, it's happening right now as the Lakers has continued to find ways to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, those last free throws on that previous trip for Williams were the first for Brooklyn since 2:58 to go in the first quarter. Doncic continues with his now 43rd 30-point game of the season. Powell on the attack, knocks fine for Claxton. So Drake Powell trying to put forth some of that consistency that Jordy Fernandez is asking for. Those are the plays that are going to help build.
Well, when he's able to get by his guy, you're either drawing a defender or you're yourself having an opportunity at the rim.
Doncic, leave it. James, swing it. Reeves, couldn't hit it. Traore with a head up, playing for 4 fouls. And he just lost the handle. Oh, he gets it back on the hustle play. And a timeout called by Jordy Fernandez.
But you think about the actual games in the minute. I mean, that's all in there, but the amount of postseason runs and how much you pour into what that actually looks like.
Went to 8 straight NBA Finals as Ziare Williams banks one home through the contact, the hoop and clear.
He's able to create in different ways, changes his speed.
Struggling at the free throw line, another miss there. Keeps it at a 1-point game. So it'll be Reeves, Doncic, Kennard, Ayton, and Hachimura. And a steal for Williams. Up ahead of the pack for the slam. Gives the Nets a 1-point lead.
Big time play by Ziare Williams.
And then a foul going the other way. Doncic going to be called for it on Claxton.
But it still is cumulative, correct?
Yes.
So, like, if he were to then sit that, but still get another, then he's still then. It doesn't restart.
More, yeah, so I think it's 2 more after 16. I think it's 18, and then it's every one. Down the lane and a chance for 3. Ziare Williams is taking over.
It's not just about the efficiency from the field with 12 points with 3 assists or 3 steals. He's been really active on the defensive end, which that is a part of his game that you always have an expectation for, but tough at the free throw line.
Now 1 for 4. It's an 8-0 Nets run to take a 3-point lead. Abaji, Williams, Claxton, Traore, and Minot are the 5. Doncic doubled on the catch, and he's fouled. Ian Williams. 31 and 5.
That time, every game he scored over 30. He has 5 games of 40 or more, 2 games of 50, and then that 60-point game that he had at Miami. I mean, those numbers are just mind-blowing.
Yeah, and this is his 43rd game this season with 30 or more points, leading the NBA at 34 a game. Traore, shimmy shake, sets the offense in motion. Nets by 1. Traore, drive, kick. Abaji, 3, short. Rebound, Minot nearly had it. Knocked away from Abaji. He tracks it down for Williams. Second chance for Brooklyn. It's Williams snaking down the middle of the lane. He couldn't finish. Williams trying to sneak. Doncic will take. In and out on the 3. Oh, the entire building thought that was going down. Traore gets it back from Minot. 10 to shoot. Traore drive. Couldn't finish. Knocked away by Hayes. Let's see if Austin Reeves can find his own rhythm. That'll help. timeout, Jordy.
The quarter, what that looks like, winning every quarter, just setting different goals in different circumstances on top of the total.
Ben Saraf on the floor. Chaney Johnson getting his first run of the night as well. Now it's Minot working against Hayes. Minot, bounce it. Williams, attack it. Williams hangs, but he couldn't hit. Johnson nearly claimed it. Williams does and banks it in, plus the foul. Fouls on Luka Doncic. And he finally does hit one. 80-78. 15 points for Ziare Williams. 10 of them coming in the third to go with 2 of his steals. Doncic looks. Worked on Williams. He wants his get back. Now it's Minot that steps up. Bounce it. Kennard. 3-ball. Too strong. And a whistle. Technical foul's called. And it's Luke Kennard. $16 points. Johnson and Minot are the 5 on the floor. Johnson, shovel. Saraf, circle, drive, hang. Somehow got it to Minot. 12 to shoot for Man. Abaji looking to attack the closeout of Doncic. Saraf all the way, couldn't finish. Doncic with a game-high 32. Doncic with a game-high 34.
Poses his will and how he's able to penetrate and get where he wants to in the paint.
2.5 to play in the third. Saraf waits and finds Terrence Mann. Step back 3, in and out. Ball's right to Reeves. Austin Reeves in this game, just 9.7 rebounds and 5 assists, and a foul's going to be called on the floor. The free throw line and let him get any rhythm. Back on the floor. Reeves 2 for 2 to put the Lakers back up 1. James, Reeves, Kennard, Doncic, and Hayes. The 5 for J.J. Redick. That's up to 47% from the floor. 8 of 28 from 3. They've been outside at the free throw line, 27 to 11, and that's an offensive foul on.
Valuing every time these players can step on the court, especially it's crazy to think that the season is at this point already winding down. Just a few weeks left.
Nets looking to run through the tape and take advantage of the experience that's in front of them. Certainly this group that's on the floor is doing that tonight. And LeBron James is not going to have his chance because 3 seconds called against the Nets defense.
Now, part of what we're talking about, the experience Jordy Fernandez had mentioned in the pregame press, just about having close games and having these time and score situations that you're really working on. And for this group, give them a ton of credit for how they've come out and played, especially in that third quarter.
Kennard drive. Kennard, tough finish. It's a guy that won't make it because he's not going to get to the qualifying numbers, but he is shooting 50, 40, 90 on the season. Not easy to do, and it's not like he doesn't shoot. 54% field goal, 48% from 3, 92.5 from the free throw line. Nets down 3. Man going to work. Minot for the tie.
I mean, that was a great play by Man, though. It penetrates, sucks in the defense, and finds an open shooter in Minot, who has certainly hit a lot of those shots.
James doubled. James hook pass. Hayes couldn't finish, but a foul. Got sandwiched between Minot and Johnson.
Side help.
Hey, Nets fans, it's a special evening of basketball as Brooklyn celebrates the rich history and influence of historically black colleges and universities. Join us for Nets. 10:46 to play. Hayes, 0 for 2. So the Lakers have now taken 32 free throws, but they've only made 21. The Nets have 78 field goal attempts to 56 for the Lakers. Saraf banks it home.
Tough finish, and we've continued to see him go to that drive, go to the drive left. That's a nice high finish off the glass.
He's got 8 points in 14 minutes. Just continues to play some excellent basketball over the last recent stretch. Speaking of, James to Hayes. Saraf in his previous 9 games averaging over 11 points per game, nearly 5 assists. Putting in that work once again. Minot's pass engulfed by Kennard. Reeves sitting on 11 points. Now it's James also with 11 to go with 6 assists. Two-man game with the two of them. Reeves working on Johnson. Cross. Johnson stayed in front, knocked it away. And Reeves just barely got it off in time. No, it's a shot clock violation.
To stay in front, and the contests on those threes have been nice.
12th Laker turnover tonight. Saraf cross on James. Oh, the spin move lost him, and it was blocked again by Hayes. Johnson's right there. Minot on the second effort. Minot! Oh! He hits the deck hard as he put. Keep it at a tie game. It's a one-point game with 9:15 to play. Minot still on the floor, which is good to see after the tough fall. Reeves had it taken away by Saraf. Read it perfectly right to the rim for the slam. The defense to offense for the Rook.
What a play by Saraf. And you had talked about the way that the Nets had done this type of thing on the defensive side in Golden State against the Warriors. It's exactly what they're trying to do, especially with a lineup like this.
Reeves three, good. It was only a matter of time before Reeves started to get rolling in this game offensively. He's up to 14. Minot. Johnson gets a touch. Minot cuts through. Johnson floats it up and in. Talk about continued growth and confidence. We've seen that every time Chaney Johnson's been on the floor. 4 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Reeves, has he pull? Money.
You said it. And this is normally, those are contested, they're deep looks, and they're ones, though, that he knows how to knock down.
Johnson, hand it. Saraf, take it. Saraf, feed it. Man, 4 to shoot. Back down on Reeves. Man, spin, fade. Can't hit. James with a rebound. 7.5 to play. Doncic still on the bench for the time being. It's now Reeves' time to shine. Spin, fade, Reeves. No. Good defense by Mann.
Very much so, just staying in front, especially when they're isolating him there on that clear side.
Saraf into the paint. Outside, Minot three. And a long rebound falls to Vanderbilt. Outlet. James out in the open floor. Got tripped up inadvertently by Saraf. James is going to take his time to get up. So James to the line for his 6th and Reeves, Hayes, and James. Who goes 1 for 2. 4-point ball game, 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's hanging tough with a Lakers team that's won 10 of 11. Saraf probed through. Now it's Mann on the reload. Looking inside, skip it. Abaji three. No. Rebound ricochet to the outside, and it's collected by Hayes. He's 3rd in the league, averaging 8.3 assists per game, but he has only 2 tonight as Reeves once again gets himself back to the charity stripe in Brooklyn for a matchup with the Sacramento Kings. Coverage starts at 5:30 with the FanDuel Nets pregame. The tip-off is set for 6 o'clock on Yes and the Gotham Link. He's got 18 points.
And he'll keep coming at you. You know that regardless of how he started this game or what that shooting looks like. And the thing for him, too, is, as you mentioned earlier, get to the free throw line, continuing to catch a rhythm, knocking down some three-point shots, but now he's worked his intermediate game and can absolutely then get to the basket.
8 of his 19 coming in this fourth quarter. Wilson drive, float, short. Abaji got fingertips on it, but Vanderbilt claimed it. Reeves, pass knotted away, right back into the hands of Reeves. James on the curl, extra pass. Vanderbilt had it blocked by Mann. What a play by T-Man. On the drive, Wilson is clobbered. It was a push by Hayes. He was trying to make an argument that he got ball. It looked like he clearly got towards the face.
I actually on the shoulder.
So Wilson takes advantage with 2 free throws. Nets are going to go with a smaller lineup here with Minot at the 5. Past the midway mark of this fourth quarter. Nets trail by as many as 12 in the first quarter. Have been up by as many as 5. Reeves, lob it. James has the size advantage. Hachimura's 3. Not there. Rebound, tip back up, and it rolls off for Hayes. Now Doncic's 3rd attempt. And he'll push it through. 38 points for Luka Magic. Traore trying to get past Luka. Luka got a hand in the cookie jar. Traore couldn't get to it. It's a turnover. Doncic, feed. Reeves, three ball. Kaboom. The Lakers on a 10-2 run over the last 2:59 of game action. Wilson, Minot, Johnson, Saraf, and Mann are the five on the floor for Brooklyn. Who will they go to offensively? Oh, what a set out of the timeout. It's an open three, and it's Minot who sticks it.
The Nets have been so good through the season in those ATO plays, going on timeouts, and not just about the plays that they run, how they're executing. Another big one, especially for a shooter in Minot.
Doncic nearly lost it. They knocked it off of him. Oh, it looked like the Nets were going to get the basketball instead. Wilson, corner three, no. Rebound. Saraf had a block by Hayes. Saved by Hayes. James ahead of the pack. Finds the trailer, and Hachimura's foul.
Cognizant of making sure to retreat.
So Rui Hachimura this year or more. Lakers are 10-0. He's got that level of impact. Came in 16 of his last 34 from three. 13 games this season with three or more made threes. He's only 0 for 2 so far tonight. 8-point game. Minot. Wilson splits two, but he couldn't finish. Oh, Doncic, that would have been a travel if no foul is called. Instead, the Lakers out in transition again. And it's James with a spin. James with a score.
Transition. That was crafty there.
14 now for LeBron. Saraf looking to take Hachimura. Back outside for Wilson. Wilson nearly lost it. Scooped up by Mann, but a kick ball is called, going the other way. Minot is still a +1 in the plus-minus with his 18 points off the bench. Doncic with 38. He is 4 of 8 from 3. Thought about another one. Now the leaner doesn't go. 3:10 to play. Minot squares up. And Johnson just mistimed his jump on the rebound. 3 to play in LA. Lakers looking for the season sweep after beating the Nets 125-109 earlier this season. Reeves cross and a foul called on Saraf. There's going to be points. Nets are just 5 for 15 in this fourth quarter. Lakers 7 of 12. Johnson hand it. Minot. Attack mode. Ran into a wall. It's Wilson. Can't hit the three. Johnson got a hand on it. Hayes claims it, and a foul called on Minot.
Not as unhappy with that call, but tacking another one for Jordy Fernandez and his crew, who talked about the team and needing to get to the free throw line more, and obviously you're trying not to foul the Lakers club, but he mentioned that in the pregame press conference, and now it's been a lot of the same thing here tonight.
Largest lead of the night for the Lakers, now up to 13. Under 2.5 to play. The Nets at risk here of dropping their 10th straight for their second 10-game losing streak through a 22-game span as Wilson.
Some room and space.
9 points in 12 minutes for Wilson. So the Nets 9 of 15 from the free throw line in a game they trail by 11. James, screen from Doncic. Reeves, it's the big three, all helping each other out here. James on Powell. Oh, that's tough. 150 remaining. Nets still within somewhat of a striking distance. Wilson right at Doncic. The discard and an offensive foul. Luka took a shot, so they cannot challenge it. And so with just about 90 seconds to play, Doncic will look for the dagger. Is this it? It might be. .125 left here in LA. And Luka Doncic with 41 points. Minot couldn't finish it. Johnson got a hand on it. Reeves collects the board. Lakers looking to win their second in a row after their 9-game winning streak came to a close earlier this week in Detroit on Tuesday night. Followed it up with a win at Indiana to end their 6-game road trip 5-1. It's Austin Reeves. That's a three. When it rains, it pours. Wilson's response, not there. Rebound James, 45 seconds left.
Just a tough fourth quarter here for Brooklyn. You saw how hard they fought through the course of it and still fought here in this fourth, but just not enough shot making and not enough to handle some of this offensive firepower that the Lakers possess.
James will take the shot clock violation with 23.9 left to play. So the Nets battle for 3+ quarters, but too much firepower in the purple and gold down the stretch here. Minot will get it back to Saraf. And the Nets will be content to let this one go all the way down. Lakers outscore the Nets 31-15 in the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn drops its 10th in a row. 116-99 the final.